Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, my name is Janelle and I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I am in a new background because, as you guys know, Alex and I just moved to Connecticut and we are staying with his grandma temporarily, but in a month the setup will be different. I have some big news. I'm sure you can guess what it is. In today's video, get ready with you guys and share with you guys some of the new Rare Beauty products. I'm testing out the foundation, the brow pencil, the new cream blush. I'm also sharing with you guys like a new technique for foundation that I have been loving. Using new products, but sharing with you guys the technique that I've been loving to do. I'm also sharing with you guys some new Holy Grail products that I have been loving lately, as well as showing you guys how to apply individual lashes. That's what I have going on right now. And just like a natural, easy, glam type of look. Then definitely please keep watching. Before you go anywhere, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be notified every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday when I upload. I love you all so much, and without any more rambling, let's jump into this makeup. Alright guys, so let's get started. I'm not too sure how this camera quality is. I've had to like adjust my studio several times. The lighting and everything is okay, but luckily I've been blessed to at least have a space to be able to film. Basically, I recently went to Sephora and I got a couple of new makeup items. I also have some samples from Rare Beauty as well as a product that I picked up myself, so I wanted to show you guys that on camera. I also got some stuff in PR from Kokie Cosmetics, so I'm just excited to dive in and show you guys some new makeup on camera. The only thing that I don't have new in a sample or in a full-size product is a primer, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I love this primer so much, it's so good. And I'm literally just getting ready for a birthday party. It's like Alex's little cousin's birthday party. So I'm not gonna do anything crazy, but I wanted to at least show you guys some new stuff in action. So recently Kokie Cosmetics sent me a PR package and I've never felt more legit in my entire life. I see Kokie Cosmetics at Walmart all the time, so when they told me that they wanted me on their PR, I was like, is this for life? And I've heard so many good things about their products, but now after actually using them, I'm obsessed. This concealer, I've been using it for the past week now, and it's just like the perfect concealer when you just want something to brighten up your under eyes, cover it, but it literally looks just like skin. I've literally just been using this, no foundation, and I'm good to go, and it literally just like smooths everything out. How many times can I say literally in one sentence? What I've been liking to do lately is starting off with my concealer and then contour, and then just put a little bit of foundation over top. So I like to focus this concealer here. It's a super thin consistency. It's a nice satin finish too, so it's not gonna look heavy, and I like how I feel like I can use a lot of this and it won't look cakey. It seriously just gives you the smoothest under eye finish ever. And forehead. Oops, that was a little bit too much on my forehead. Let me pick some up with my finger. So then what I do is I take this like small Real Technique kind of fluff brush, spread it out, and it literally just smooths out your under eye. It does dry quick though, so you do have to work kind of fast. But I just really love, especially bringing it down my cheek, because I really feel like it smooths out this cheek area really nice. I don't want to use this as a foundation, it's so pretty. I recently picked up the Fenty cream bronzer. Finally, this came out like months ago. Everywhere in Tampa, when I would look, it would be sold out. Like the Sephora never had it. I was recently at one of the malls here in Connecticut and I went into the JCPenney Sephora and they had a bunch. I was so happy. So I picked up the shade Teddy. It looks super dark, but it does not go on nearly this dark. If you guys have been watching my videos for the past couple months, you guys know I've been obsessed with this e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer and see how janky it looks. However, with this, you have to be careful because if you apply too much, it can go on too harsh. With this though, it's meant to be more of a bronzer, so it goes on more sheer, which I really like because it prevents me from getting too heavy-handed. My Sigma F05 brush and literally just swirl it in the product and start buffing on my forehead. Dang it, I'm gonna mess up my baby hairs. I think this color though is perfect for my skin tone because it's not too warm, not too cool. And the reason why I've been liking to do this like highlight and contouring first is because I feel like this honestly ends up giving my skin coverage, so I don't end up needing to put as much foundation in these areas. Whenever I was doing my foundation first, I'm like putting makeup everywhere, and you know, if I'm gonna cream, highlight, and contour, I might as well just apply my foundation after because As you can see, it kind of covers up my skin a little bit. Just gonna run this across my eyeballs. I honestly never do eyeshadow anymore on a day-to-day. Go back in with my concealer and just do a little tiny bit underneath of the bronzer. So I'm gonna use this just to clean up underneath of the bronzer. Most days I won't even put foundation, I'll just like leave it like this, set it with a powder and be done. But when I really want to fuse everything together, once you go in with the foundation, it makes all the difference. So recently I picked up the Rare Beauty eyebrow pencil, and I guess with any Rare Beauty purchases, they gave like a bunch of samples. So I was able to get like this little sample pack of the foundation. I already used a little bit of it yesterday and I was really happy with how it looked. I don't know, I just felt like it looked so natural but flawless at the same time. And I used the color 250 Warm, and I felt like that was a really good match for me. And I did the same technique yesterday, and obviously they don't give you a lot in these sample sizes, but I still didn't use all of the sample. Like I have a ton left. Sorry if you hear a bunch of noise in the background. I'm literally filming with the windows open, and it's like a pretty busy road, so I'm sure you'll hear a lot of cars driving by. All I do is I take my Real Techniques foundation brush. Oh wait, before I do that, I forgot to cream contour my nose. So with my same Real Techniques foundation brush, I'm gonna take the smaller side, swirl it into this bronzer, and then just bring it across the tip of my nose and then upward. And this is perfect for nose contour because since it's not a concealer, it's not gonna go on super dark. You can put some underneath my lip too. So anyways, now I can take that foundation, work it in the Real Techniques brush, and I'm just gonna start buffing it more on this lower half. Just kind of like blending in the foundation with the contour and the highlight. I'm not gonna bring it under my eyes though. But I don't know if you guys can see it. It gives a really flawless finish and a really nice glow to the skin too. Also gonna put a little bit around my nose just to make sure the contour is blended, and on my forehead. And you can see I literally used the tiniest amount of foundation, but it really just made the skin look flawless without having to layer a bunch of any of these products. So now with whatever is left on my brush that has that cream contour, I'm just gonna go back over top one more time just to add some definition. I thought this was so cute. At Sephora, they also gave a sample of the Soft Pinch Matte Liquid Blushes by Rare Beauty, which was perfect because I was really eyeing them, but I was like, honestly, I have so many cream blushes. Like, do I really need this? You know, I didn't want to just buy stuff to buy it. So I was really happy when I saw that they gave a sample, and this color is absolutely stunning. It's like the perfect fall type of tone. So when I first applied this, I saw that it came with like a doe foot applicator, so I just applied it directly to my cheeks. Boy, was that the biggest mistake because this is a very pigmented, even though it's a cream blush. So what I like to do is work it on the back of my hand first, literally just like one swipe like that. And then I just take this JH04 brush. It's like a fluffy synthetic blush brush, and I just work it really good all over the blush, not the blush. Work the blush all over the brush, and then smile, pat it. It gives the most gorgeous blush to the cheek ever. So what I'm gonna use to set my under eyes with, I'm honestly low-key kind of upset because Kokie sent this to me in PR and I absolutely love it. I've been looking for like a translucent powder that would set my under eyes without drying it out and still look very natural. So I picked up the Charlotte Tilbury one, which is like $45, and then I ended up getting this. I think I prefer this one more. Either I prefer this one more or they're on the same playing field. However, this one is so much more expensive. You do get less product in the Kokie one, so I will give Charlotte Tilbury that. But it's still beautiful. So if you're looking for a more natural, you know, translucent powder to set your under eyes, but you don't want to spend almost 50 bucks, definitely check out this Kokie one. It's so good. And it's very fine. It doesn't look heavy. I've been obsessed. So what I do is I take this Doe Morphe M536 brush and start with it down my nose. And then I pat it inward underneath of my eye. Like this powder and the concealer, you just use these, your skin's gonna look flawless and you won't even need to use a foundation or do much else. It'll just look like naturally flawless skin. I'm also gonna set around my mouth with this. It literally makes your skin look airbrushed. Like, I don't know how they do it. I've been obsessed with my MAC Studio Fix foundation powder. So most days I'll normally just use my translucent powder, set it here, and then just buff it all over my face. But whenever I want my makeup to last a little bit longer, if I know it's gonna be a longer day, I will go in with the MAC Studio Fix foundation powder. A slightly fluffy but dense brush. This is one by Pure Cosmetics. It was in the My Little Pony collection. And this powder's in the shade C4. And what I've been doing is like, I'll use this powder to press in the bake. So I'll start by setting my cheeks first and then like buffing it. I'm buffing away the bake with this powder. And then same thing with under my eyes. I'll just kind of like push the bake into my skin with this powder. And you see how like seamless your skin looks? Like it looks natural, but everything is covered. I love it. I'll take the same brush that we use for the cream blush, and without picking up any extra cream blush, I'll take whatever's left on the brush and then just kind of pat just to bring back some of that color. All of my makeup looks all janky because like I've mentioned in so many videos, they've just been in this bag for months. Like I obviously haven't had my full makeup setup, so there's like foundation and everything everywhere, and this is a fairly new product. But I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Dewy Setting Mist to set everything in place. And then now I'll take my Charlotte Tilbury Bar Gold palette, swirl all that together. I like to do this once the setting spray is like 90% dry. Put a little bit like the top of my cheeks, center of my nose, a little on my forehead, cupid's bow. This was also sent to me by Kokie, and I was so excited because I had been wanting another Kat Von D highlight contour palette because all of the colors in my Kat Von D one that I used, I like completely was out of, but I was like, I don't want to spend the money on it. So when they sent me this, it literally looks just like the Kat Von D one, and I'm sure it's a fraction of the price. And literally the tones and the formula of it and how smooth it blends out, to me is just as good from, you know, what I remember from my Kat Von D one. So all I'm gonna do is take this middle color, my Morphe M530 brush, and I'm just gonna use that to set the areas where we cream contour, just to bring back a little of that definition. You only need a little bit of this too. And what I also really love about this is that it doesn't go on patchy. A lot of drugstore bronzers and contour kits can tend to look patchy or just not smooth on the skin, but Kokie really knows what they're doing. And I just take the side of the brush and use that to set the sides of my nose. And then now just taking a fluffy blending brush, this is the JH31 brush. I'm gonna pick up that same color and just lightly bring this in my crease. My eyebrows look crazy. I'm kind of bringing the shadow like into my nose contour and then bringing it kind of down just so that everything connects. So I'm really working it in the front part of my eyebrow and then bring it down into the contour and then out like I would normal eyeshadow. I'm gonna take the same side that I used to cream nose contour and just pick up a little of that bronzer and run it underneath of my eye. Nothing too crazy. Like I mentioned, I picked up the Rare Beauty brow pencil. I've been using it the last couple of days. It has its pros and cons. I think the product's really nice. However, I wish I would have gotten a lighter color because it is seriously the most creamy brow product ever. Like, it truly is a gel pencil. You need the lightest pressure and it will be pigmented. So I really wish that I would have gotten a lighter color. I'll probably go back and get a lighter shade. Honestly though, every brow product is hard for me because do you guys see these eyebrows? So what's cool about this product is that you get a brow gel on one side and you get the pencil on the other side. The pencil is like a thicker tip, which to be honest, I normally don't like these. I like a more precise pencil, but I mean, I have been enjoying this lately beside how dark it is. Like normally too, I like my brow gels a little bit lighter to soften it. So the brow gel itself is really nice, but I wish, just my personal wants, I like for the brow gel to kind of soften up the color of the pencil. So that would have helped out too. I would have liked it more, even if the pencil stayed this dark of a brown. If the brow gel was just a little bit lighter, it would be perfect, but still a pretty good brow product. So I always like to start by filling in where it's gapped first. Literally, I'm using the lightest pressure because it is just so creamy. I'm gonna take a clean spoolie. This is just from my Benefit one. And I'm just going to brush that product into the brows. It does make it really quick to fill in your brows though, since it is so pigmented, so that's nice. The gel part, I'm gonna run it through the tail first, because if you run it through the front part, since the gel is so dark, it will look a bit intense. But what I do is, I try not to touch the skin either, because that's another thing, since it's so pigmented. I work it at the root, and then I try not to touch my skin, that way you don't get gel all over. Do a little bit more definition of my eyes, so I'm gonna take this darker brown in the Kokie palette and just kind of stamp that on this outer V. And then I'm going to take this lighter color and just use that to highlight underneath of my brow bone. And also to set the foundation that I used to clean up underneath of my brow. I think I'll just take this like pinky tone, same brush, and just run this across my lid, just because, I don't know, I'm not in the mood for too much eyeshadow. And then I'll take the golden color and just use that to highlight in here. And then next I'm just gonna do a small like tight line. I'm not gonna do a full-on wing, I don't think, or am I don't know. But I'm using my Physicians Formula eye pen to just lightly line the top lash line. Okay, there we go. I just did a little baby wing. And honestly lately I haven't been doing lipstick because I don't know, I just haven't been doing it. So I'll do sometimes like a little lip balm, but for the most part, I feel like once I wipe off my foundation, I don't know what has been happening, but my natural lip tone feels like more pink for some reason. I don't know if it's just because I haven't been wearing lipstick, but it's been working out. So I don't think I'm gonna do anything to my lips. So now I'm gonna move on to lashes. I'm gonna curl my lashes using this new Revlon lash curler that I got. Been really liking it. I really feel like it just lifts all of my lashes. Then taking my L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Primer, and I like to coat this, focusing it on the base. I don't like to put too much on the tip of my lash because then I feel like it starts causing like clumping. Next, I'll be taking the L'Oreal Voluminous Original. This one's in black brown. Alright, so next I recently picked up, I was at like a random beauty supply store and I got these single lashes. And lately I haven't been into like a full strip of false lashes. Honestly, I never use them unless I'm filming. Boy, I got so much mascara here. I'll clean that up in a second. But I figured this would be nice just to add to like the tails of my lash, or maybe just a little bit throughout just to give some more length. So I want to play with these and see how they work out. I also picked up the individual lash glue. So yeah, we're going to play with this, see how it works out. All right, I'm going to curl my lashes one more time. Add some waterproof mascara to hold the curl. Pour glue out, and then I'm going to pick up the individual lash on this lash applicator, and I'm just going to dip it into the glue that I poured out to apply it on the end. Oh, that's cool. It looks super natural. It literally is like the same length as my eyelash, but it'll just give some more volume. Another one, and this time focus it on the tail. Wow, these are pretty. I'm gonna grab another one and put it at the center of my eye. Wow, that looks pretty. And then I'll take another one and put it like in this front part. And then I'll do another coat of mascara. Kind of looks like eyelash extensions. So I used a total of 4. I did 2 toward the end and then 2 toward the front. I'm gonna attempt to hide the lashes with some liner. A little bit of this brightening color in the palette in the yellow. And just really lightly sweep that. But not least, I'm gonna set everything in place using this Kokie Matte Fix It Up setting spray. Next, I'm gonna use this Emile Gordon lip balm in Chic Boom. It's such a pretty color. It's like a nice warm tone. I'm just gonna apply that with my finger. Alright, and here you have it. It's a pretty straightforward makeup tutorial, nothing crazy, but I more so just wanted to share with you guys some of the newer products that I have been absolutely loving lately. Honestly, just trying some new products on camera. I really hope that you guys enjoyed the super subtle, it's like natural but glam at the same time. So I hope you enjoyed this makeup look. I feel like I've done these types of look a ton, but honestly, it was more about the products and I just want to hang out and film with you guys. So yeah, I'll leave everything linked down below that I tested out in case you guys want to try any of it. I love you all so much. I pray that you all stay safe and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.